Hello everyone, welcome to this lesson on factors and multiples. Let's begin with factors. What are factors? Factors are the numbers multiplied together to get a product. Or we may say, if two or more numbers are multiplied together to get a product, then each of the numbers is called a factor of the product. Now we all know what a product is. When we multiply two or more numbers, the final result is the product. Let's look at an example of the multiplication table of 2 to understand the factors. So 2 multiplied by 1 gives us 2. 2 times 2 gives us 4. 2 times 3 gives us 6. 2 times 4 gives us 8. And 2 times 5 gives us 10. Now here we can see two numbers are being multiplied to get the final result, that is the product. So these two numbers may be termed as the factors of the products. So these are the factors. Now in general, any two numbers multiplied together to get a product are the factors of that product. Let's look at some more example. 4 times 5 is equal to 20. 7 times 9 gives us 63. 2 times 6 gives us 2 times 6 times 5 gives us 60. 3 times 2 times 8 gives us 48. So here these numbers that are being multiplied here to get this final product are the factors. So here we can say in the first we can say that 4 and 5 are the factors of 20. Here we can say that 7 and 9 are the factors of 63. Similarly here 2, 6 and 5 are the factors of 60, and here 3, 2 and 8 are the factors of 48. Now a number has several factors. Let's find out the factors of 60. So 1 times 60 gives us 60. 2 times 30 will give us 60. 3 times 20 will give us 60. 4 times 15 will give us 60. 5 times 12 will give us 60. 6 times 10 will give us 60. So here we can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 15, 20, 30, 60 are all factors of 60, we can say. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, 15, 20, 30 and 60 are all the factors of 60. Now if you observe here, 1 is the smallest factor and 60 is the largest factor. So we can say or come to the conclusion that the smallest factor of any number is 1 and the largest factor of any number will be the number itself. So in this case 60 is the number itself, so that is the largest factor. 1 is a factor of every number and every number is a factor of itself. Verify whether 14 is a factor of 756. So if 14 is a factor of 756, it means I have multiplied 14 with some other number to get 756. It means I can easily divide 756. So it means if I try to divide 756 by 14, it should be completely divisible. And if it happens to be so, then we can say that 14 is a factor of 756. So let's try to divide. So here we see that 14 divides 756 54 times without leaving a remainder. So it has completely divided the number 756. So we can say since 14 can divide 756 completely without leaving a remainder, so 14 is a factor of 756. Let's move to multiples. What are multiple? The product of two or more numbers is called a multiple of each of the numbers. Or we may say a multiple is formed by multiplying a given number by the counting numbers like 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's look at an example of the multiplication table of 4. 4 times 1 gives us 4. 4 times 2 gives us 8. 4 times 3 gives us 12. 4 times 4 gives us 16. 4 times 5 gives us 20, and 4 times 6 24. Now here you see, according to the definition of multiplication, we are multiplying a number with the counting numbers to get a multiple. If you recall the factors portion, these numbers multiplied here were known as the factors. So the ultimate product that we are getting on multiplying the factors is the multiple. So these are the counting numbers, we can say. We are multiplying 4 by the counting numbers to get the multiples. It can be any number that you multiply. So multiple is the result of the factors being multiplied. So here we can say multiples of 4 are 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, etc. So it is the product that we obtained on multiplying 4 by the counting numbers. Now if we keep on multiplying 4 by all the counting numbers, you will see it will go on. The multiples of 4 will continue forever. So there is no end, no limit. Let's look at some more examples. So 3 times 5 will give us 15. 7 times 8 gives us 56. 9 times 2 gives us 18. 12 times 7 gives us 84. 15 times 5 gives us 75. 17 times 6 gives us 102. So here we are multiplying the two numbers to get 15. So 15 is a multiple of 5 and 3, we can say. And 3 and 5 are the factors of 15, we can say. So here 15, 56, 18, 84, 75, 102 are all the multiples of these given factors, we can say, or the numbers. Clear? Okay. Some characteristics of multiples. Every number is a multiple of itself. Let's take for example 4 multiplied by 1 will give you 4. So 4 is a multiple of itself, right? 4 is a multiple of itself. Then 7 multiplied by 1 will give you 7. So we can say that every number is a multiple of itself. So the smallest number to begin with, to say that the multiple of a number will be the number itself. And there is no limit to the largest multiple because it will go on. You keep on multiplying and it will go on forever. Every number has a countless number of multiples. What I said just now. So example, multiples of 3. If I multiply 3 times 1 will give us 3. 3 times 2 will give us 6. 3 times 3 will give us 9. 3 times 4 12. 3 times 5 15. 3 times 6 18. 3 times 7 21, and it will go on. Okay. Now classification of numbers. Even numbers. What is an even number? A number is called an even number if it is a multiple of 2. Now we are clear with multiples and factors. So an even number is a number which is a multiple of 2, or we may say 2 is a factor of every even number. So an even number is such a number which will have a factor 2 always. Or we can say that every even number can be divided by 2 in simple terms. So just remember that every even number can easily be divided by 2. Okay. 0 and the digits that are multiples of 2 like 2, 4, 6, 8 are even numbers. So 0 along with the digits that are multiples of 2. So 2 is a multiple of 2, 4 is a multiple of 2, 6 is a multiple of 2, and 8 is also a multiple of 2. So 0 along with these numbers are even numbers. So any number that ends in 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 is an even number. So let's take for example 12, 974, 3796, then 20 lakh 28,938, then 8 Arab 36 crore 26 lakh 51,150. Now these are the numbers which we can say are even numbers and can be easily be divided by 2. Why? Because the ones place or the end, we'll see we have 2 for this number. Then for 974 we have 4 at the ones place. For this number we have 6 at the ones place. For this number we have 8 at the ones place, and this number we have 0 at the ones place. So if you find any such number which has either of these 5 digits in the ones place, you can say that that number is an even number, and that entire number can be easily divisible by 2. Okay, odd numbers. Now what are odd numbers? A number is called an odd number if it is not a multiple of 2. Not a multiple of 2 means which cannot be divided by 2. Or we can say 2 is not a factor of any odd number. So 2 cannot be a factor of any odd number. Or we can say no odd number can be divided by 2. So it's just the opposite of even number. So the digits 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 cannot be divided by 2. So they are odd numbers. So we can say a number that ends in 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 is an odd number. Let's take for example 71, 283, 5,625, 36 lakh 38,367, 6 crore 38 lakh 72,719. Now if you observe these numbers at the ones place, you will find they have 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9. So these numbers which include or has 1, 3, 5, 7 or 9 at the ones place are the odd numbers. They cannot be divided by 2. Now prime numbers. What is a prime number? A prime number is a number which does not have a factor other than 1 and the number itself. Or we can say there are only 2 factors of a prime number, that is 1 and the number itself. So just remember that prime number is a number that has only 2 factors, 1 and the number itself. So example 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, etc. These numbers do not have any other factors other than 1 and the number itself. So let's look at these numbers. 2 multiplied by 1 will give you 2, and there is no other number that can be multiplied to give us 2. 3 multiplied by 1 will give us 3. 5 multiplied by 1 will give us 5. 7 multiplied by 1 will give us 7. 11 multiplied by 1 will give us 11. So there is no other number, or you can say no other factor for 11 other than 1 and 11. And there is no other factor for 7 other than 1 and 7. So they have only 2 factors. So such numbers are said to be prime numbers, which have only 2 factors, that is 1 and the number itself. So these are prime numbers. Now co-prime numbers. What are co-prime numbers? So 2 natural numbers are called co-prime numbers if they do not have a common factor other than 1. Example, 4 and 5, 6 and 11. So the definition clearly says that the two natural numbers are said to be co-prime numbers only when they do not have a common factor other than 1. I mean, 1 should be the only common factor between the two numbers. Let's have a look at an example. So let's see whether 6 and 11 satisfy the condition to be a co-prime number. Let's find out the factors for 6. 1, 2, 3 and 6 are the factors for 6, and for 11 the factors are 1 and 11. Now if you observe that the only common factor between these two numbers is 1, so it is satisfying the condition to be a co-prime number. It has only 1 as the factor that is common and no other factors are common between the two numbers. So we can say that 6 and 11 are co-prime. Next, let's see whether 9 and 21 are co-prime or not. So let's find out the factors for 9. So factors for 9 are 1, 3 and 9, and factors for 21 are 1, 3 and 7. Now if you observe here, there are two common factors, 1 and 3 also. So it does not satisfy the condition of being a co-prime, which says that there should be only one common factor between the two numbers, that is 1. So 9 and 21 are not co-prime numbers. Composite number. What is a composite number? A natural number is called a composite number if it has at least one factor other than 1 and the number itself. Or we can say a composite number has more than two factors. So here, if you remember, prime number was the only number that had only two factors. But here composite number has at least one factor other than 1 and the number itself. So it means a composite number should have more than two factors. Although 1 and the number itself will be the factor, apart from that, one more factor it should include. Example, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, etc. So if you observe, all these numbers have more than two factors. Let's see whether 8 is a composite number or not. So here factors of 8 are 1, 2, 4 and 8. So it means it has more than two factors. So we can say yes, it is a composite number. So just remember that a number which has more than two factors is a composite number. Now, perfect number. What is a perfect number? A number is called a perfect number if the sum of all its factors except itself is equal to the number. So number is called a perfect number if the sum of all its factors except itself is equal to the number. It will be clear with the help of an example. Let's see. Let's take a number 6. Let's find out the factors of 6. So factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6 is the number itself, you can see. And what does this definition of perfect number say? A number is called a perfect number if the sum of all its factors, means adding all the factors except itself, means except the number 6. So here the number 6 is also factor, but we will not add this, and it should be equal to the number, means should be equal to 6. Let's see, let's add up 1, 2 and 3. Sum of its factors will be 1 plus 2 plus 3, except the number itself, we can say, will be equal to 6, and 6 is equal to the number, isn't it? The number whose factors we found out. So if this happens, then we can say that 6 is a perfect number. I hope this is clear to you. Now remember, 1 is neither prime nor composite because it does not satisfy the conditions of a prime number nor the composite numbers. So we can say 1 is neither a prime nor a composite number. 2 is the smallest prime number, and 2 is the only even number that is prime, and there is no other even number that is prime number. All the other prime numbers are odd. Now, a prime number has only two factors, that is 1 and the number itself. And a composite number has more than two factors. So I hope this lesson is clear to you. You have understood multiples and factors and classification of numbers. So that's all for today's lesson. Stay safe, keep smiling, and thank you.